And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sportsport. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sportsport here on a feel-good Friday.
That's
day
right, baby.
After the trade deadline.
That's right.
Both teams, yes, Tony, the parallels, probably
Crazy.
Two of the biggest winners at the Major League Baseball trading deadline. Optimism is through the air, through the roof, whatever. But yeah, I'm pumped up. Let's go, right? Or no?
No, absolutely right, dude. Absolutely pumped up, stoked to obviously just get baseball started this weekend, dude. Like, let's fucking go, dude. I don't even know where the Yankees are, dude, but I know the
They're
Mets are
in,
at home,
Miami.
dude. Oh, that's right, dude. They are in Miami, dude. Watch out, Jazz Chisholm tribute video. That's right, dude. But then, yeah, dude, the newly acquired players, I guess I should say, making their debuts for their respective teams after this deadline. I mean, it's gonna be sick to see, what each team kind of comes out with, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited to recap it. Yankees with a nice win yesterday as well.
Yes.
So it was just a great day through and through. So there's just a lot to talk about. A lot of moves, a lot of players, changing teams here. So really going to talk all baseball. Obviously, we did have, though, we didn't even
Stoked.
mention this yesterday, but like the first preseason football game.
No one
last
cares,
night.
though.
No, exactly. I don't care.
Did you watch it at all a little bit? I don't even know who played.
I saw a little bit. Yeah, Chargers. And why am I blanking on the other team?
Chargers and Seahawks.
No,
Chargers and Lions.
That's what it was.
All right, who won? Anything at all on the game? Juice? No.
So no. Patty put Juice. I think the Chargers won.
You think? Chargers won 34-7 emphatically.
No, but it was funny in the chat, and it was kind of like what I was talking to you about before, just with like the whole like the baseball, and then somebody was just like, "Oh, thank God football's back! I'm so excited." And so I'm thinking, so you're telling me that you'd rather watch this preseason Hall of Fame game over a baseball game? It's like, are we kidding right now? Like, it's like, I love football, but the preseason, like, no, thank you. Like, if it's like, I guess maybe when like Justin Fields and the ones are gonna play like a series or two, it'd be cool to watch. But would I ever feel like I would be missing anything if I ever miss it? No, like,
Yeah, no, I mean, is that what whoever
I don't know.
was
They were just
they're
kind of
saying,
alluding
or?
to, it's football season, babe, this and that. It just, I don't know. They're just the complaining and stuff to get off my lawn things. I just don't have the patience for it anymore, Tony.
All right, get off the lawn, dude. I mean, no, I totally, like, I'm not watching preseason football. I mean, I am stoked, though, for football. I just thinking about it. I mean, football Sundays, Red Zone, the Jets, dude. See what the storylines are gonna be great, and obviously, I think it's gonna be a great season. But yeah, I mean, like,
yeah, like the
Hall of Fame game, dude.
Right
like,
I can
yeah,
wait.
dude.
Like, it's okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It is okay.
It's not like I'm gonna be sitting out week 1 of the NFL season or the season
Right.
opener. Like, I'm watching all that stuff, but right now, I don't need it. Right now, I can wait for it.
No, you need to watch the Yankees, dude. You need,
yeah, and you need to watch the Mets. No?
That's right. No, yeah, exactly. I do need to watch the Mets.
So a lot to get to. Let's start with the comments here.
Yeah, let's do it, dude. So we have quite a few here. You know the deal, okay? Our fans also stoked for baseball here. We have Josh B saying, "Yo, fam." He says, "What's good, dude? Not much. Stoked to be here Friday." Says Ernie. And he says, "What's good, guys? Let's effing go Yankees. Have a booming Friday," he says. Shout out to the Hula Gang for liking and following the page. DTV Greatest Sports Show out on the air without question.
Yerny, Josh
you,
B.
Yerny, dude.
Staples,
dude. Staples.
Absolute staples.
The store, says Josh B. Kepton. Says, "Yo, what's good, dude? Let's go Mets," he says. "No, we want the smoke. Turning a new leaf. Deadline, new team. Let's go Mets, dude." And then you mama also commenting says, "Cubs were number 1 losers of the deadline. Talked big, did nothing. Tucker for 1 year, and this was it. Huge L."
Yeah,
they
and
say.
it's they were kind of one of the few teams. It feels like there were so many moves, so many like trades. Like, but yeah, I guess you could say the Cubs because they've had a good season, but really didn't do anything crazy. And I saw they DFA'd Ryan Presley as well. They were talking about that on MLB Network Radio. Tony's favorite former GM, Steve Phillip, in the leadoff spot was saying that he expects someone to claim him. And actually, they were kind of saying too not the Pirates, but the Tigers had a disappointing deadline. They would be in play for Presley. They get Finnegan, but he's not a strikeout guy. So they were kind of like ho-hum on that, saying they have a good team, but why they didn't kind of go for it more and get like a Duran or something like that,
Yeah, no, it is pretty interesting because you think about really, both teams in the Central, both leagues, both Central divisions of the MLB. I mean, like Brewers didn't really do much, right? You're saying Tigers, Cubs didn't do much. Obviously, Minnesota big sellers. Cleveland got rid of a few guys. Kansas City also, another team, kind of stayed put.
Yeah.
Acquired some guys, it seems, but I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the Central's always been kind of non-competitive, I guess you could argue, in terms of making it deep into the postseason for the most part. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, to go back to the Cubs, I mean, obviously the Brewers, went on an absolute tear leading up to the deadline.
Right.
I mean, do you think the Cubs end up losing the division?
I mean, the Brewers are playing well. I mean, I guess they did actually trade Nestor to the Padres, I think, for Brandon Lockridge, which is kind of funny, but I think he's been injured for a while. But I still think the Cubs are the better team. It kind of seems like almost the parallel, Tony, would be the Toronto Blue Jays. I mean, obviously they had Shane Bieber, but I'm just saying they've been on that type of run, and I think it's the same thing for the Brewers, who are probably, will still be in the playoff conversation, but I think the Cubs end up winning that division. But we'll see. And then a couple more comments here.
Yes, do we have some more here? Let's go back to it. Ernie says, I mean, some people think the Yankees are losers.
And that was what I was talking with you about yesterday. And I actually invited, we'll see, and I don't mean to put him on the spot, but just judging from the type of person he is, I feel like he'll call in, but I texted Josh to see if he wanted to call in.
Josh B?
Yeah, because he was part of the conversation, last night about the acquisitions and everything. So he said he's packing for Disney, but he was like, "Oh, what's up?" I didn't say it first, and he's like, "Oh, we got the text. What do we got here? Give me a few." So I guess we'll hear from Josh B.
There we go.
So we love that, and that's why Josh B is the best. Anytime you need him, he's there.
That's just like that's why he's a great person.
Yeah, exactly. And
Disney, dude.
And then
Disney, Brian.
Matthew Gilliam says Merrill Kelly was pretty much the biggest starting pitcher traded. Angelo says, "What's up?" Ernie's number one buddy, who's obviously tracking the trade deadline every minute.
I don't think so.
Saying, "Who's ready for Sunday?" Oh man, but who's ready to go to the world of Major League Baseball?
It's deep to left. It's 700. Albert Pujols.
Yeah, what a play! Stop it, Tony. Yep. And Alonso cracks one. The Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Drove deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
All right. And by the way, too, I'm not going to really talk about this much, but I forgot to mention, round 2 underway at Wyndham. How about Joel Damon yesterday shooting a 61, co-leading right now at 9 under with Sunjay Im and Mark Hubbard, and Mac Meisner. Damon needing a top 2 finish to go to the FedEx Cup playoffs. And my sleeper, Alex Norton, had a nice day at 8 under. 62. We'll maybe take one more look at that. But of course, there's just so much baseball to talk about. We don't have time. For
no time, dude.
For Sedgefield Country Club. And kind of interesting here. Yo Mama says it was an awesome deadline. It was entertaining to watch the Padres winning the World Series yesterday. And I don't think I don't think I would say it like that. You know what I mean? Like obviously, great deals. Team is there, but it's like I don't think it's just like what I said about the Dodgers going into this season. You don't just hand them the championship. Baseball is not like other sports. Even if you have the best collection of talent, it still takes a lot to win. So obviously the Padres really improved their team. There's no doubt about it. But I think it's going to be a dogfight regardless. And then Matthew says, I am hyped about Duvall, Bird, Bednar, go Yankees. And yeah, obviously those were the big moves for the Yankees yesterday. They also did get Caballero from the Rays to be their backup shortstop, and traded Oswald Peraza to the Angels. But I thought the trades the Yankees made were outstanding, specifically because you think about all the moves that they've made leading up to this deadline. Everybody under control other than Ahmad Rosario. So you're trading for guys that will be on the team at the very minimum next year. Some guys 3 years, 4 years, like Caballero. And then you didn't give up any of your top 9 prospects, Tony. So I just feel like that's a massive win.
9.
We've talked about the bullpen needing help for a while. Bednar, I think, was just coming off like 23 scoreless innings. He's been locked in after his demotion to AAA. And then Camilo Doval from the Giants. I mean, he throws smoke, and he's recovered too, actually, after he got demoted last year as well. And he's under control for a couple years. So the talk had been, you don't have a lot of hard-throwing relievers. You get 2 closers to add 2 closer, pitchers that you have in Weaver and Williams. So that's a pretty big back four, and that's not to mention Jonathan Loaizaga, Fernando Cruz, Tim Hill. So this bullpen has been flipped completely upside down, and not to mention Jake Bird, a sleeper guy that I had mentioned. That they get him from Colorado. I think he's got 3 more years of control. Just being that the numbers, look at the numbers, okay, they're not great, but like the deep analytics show, the movement on the pitches, the arm angle, that this is a guy that Matt Blake can work with. So I could not complain at all whatsoever. They filled the needs. A lot of people clamoring for the starter, but I think it was one of those things where you're giving up Cam Schlittler if you want to get Sandy Alcantara or Dylan Cease. So I think when you look at it that way, they're better off going with what they have. And sure, you could say, there's a risk associated with Luis Gil, counting on him playoff-wise, but that's what they're doing. And I also think, there's no arguing about it. Luis Gil is better than any pitcher that was available yesterday to trade for. So that's why I think, all in all, it was a great trade deadline. And I think just if you think back to the beginning of this Tampa series, how the feeling has changed, where you felt like the season was lost. Now you feel like you're re-energized and have, major upgrades where you needed them, and you have a chance to do what you set out to do when you went into this season, and that was to get back to the World Series and this time get the job done. So I think the Yankees, had an outstanding trade deadline yesterday.
No, listen, I definitely agree. In the sense where, I honestly, you joke about the parallels, but the parallels to the Mets, it's right there. I think both Stearns and Cashman did exactly what they, sought out to do, which was to better their team, but without really giving up too many prospects.
Nobody that hurt.
Not
one guy.
Exactly. So, I don't know, man. I think Cashman had a pretty impressive deadline, and it's like you were saying, you can go out there, you can get a Dylan Cease or Alcantara. Okay, but
what is it, by the way? Because I've heard both. It's 50-50 split.
I heard both too.
Yeah.
Dan this morning was saying Alcantara. Honestly, like this deadline, I've been hearing Alcantara more than Alcantara.
You had before. Yeah. So we'll go with Alcantara.
We'll go with Sandy Alcantara. But I don't know. Alcantara is nice, but I think that both, Cashman did a good job. You can't say he didn't, dude. Okay, you can't say he didn't. Did he get the best premier guys? Not necessarily, I guess, but he made the team better. And that roster, you should be confident in making a World Series with that roster. What are we talking about, dude?
Well, that's the thing, and it's you know what I mean? You didn't need to get Duran and Miller, where it's
right.
If you didn't get Duran or Miller, then that was it. But you got guys that are producing at a high level and that high velocity. That's what the Yankees really needed. So, that's what excites me the most.
Yes. And then Josh B is live,
B
dude.
On the line, Disney prep in hand. What's going on, brother?
Yo, boys, what's going on?
Yeah. Not much, dude. Thanks for joining us here. I know you're very busy right now, Josh.
My pleasure.
Oh, yeah. No. Great to have you call. And I kind of just wanted to touch upon, we were going back and forth in the group chat last night, the comments on the reel on X. But I guess I never really, because I didn't get to talk to you guys in Discord, but just in terms of what they gave up, what they acquired. I know I was just talking about how they didn't get a starting pitcher, but what did you honestly think about the moves that the Yankees made yesterday?
It's kind of what they needed, right? They already established third base with McMahon. They picked up Rosario, a utility kind of player, just like Caballero. And then, I mean, I guess I'm okay with not getting any starters. You still have Freed, Rodon, Heels coming back. You're gonna have Schmidt. No, you're not gonna have Schmidt come back, but Rodon, Warren's not terrible. But when it comes to playoff time, how many times are you really gonna start the Will Warrens and Stromans? Not many. So, and you bolstered your bullpen with 2 extra closers. So, I mean, a lot of people like to hate on what he's done, what he's done in the past, but this year you can't really say that. He's given the team the opportunity to, go out there and win a championship this year. Hopefully Judge comes back healthy and you go from there.
Yeah, and I just feel like the thing is, too, it was actually smart because kind of what you're saying, everybody getting on Cashman, the prospect hugging, all of that. It's like, at the end of the day, like, I don't know if I would have sat here today and felt great, even though, okay, you'd have him for one more year next year, but given his numbers and both him and Alcantara, Tony, I don't think I would have.
Alcantara.
It is Alcantara. I thought it was
Then
Alcantara.
so
Why
did
does
I.
everyone say Alcantara?
Yeah, where's
though?
the Alcantara coming from, dude?
I don't know. Because people don't know how to read, I guess.
But what I was just gonna say is, like, I think I wouldn't have felt great if we did get Cease or Alcantara and gave up Schlittler. Like, wouldn't you rather keep Schlittler than get one of those guys?
Schlittler.
Yeah, definitely Schlittler too. Yes, I like Schlittler. He's a guy with electric stuff, and if we develop pitches pretty well, so hopefully he turns into what we need him to be.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And so just given that, I think we did, as best as we could, filled the holes that we needed. It's nice that, we have Caballero for like kind of that late game if we need to steal a base, or even, I know they're sensitive to this, but like an Anthony Volpe defensive replacement. I think you have that in Caballero. So I love that. And I think too, if you think, when this real bad stretch started, hitting was a problem at the beginning, but it really turned into the bullpen was just getting hammered every game. So I think it's like we almost have not even enough room for all of our relievers. So I just feel really good about that. And I don't know. I mean, you tell me, but I mean, I think we have at the very least, enough to take, chase the Blue Jays down and end up winning the division.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you just added, you have 3 guys right now currently with 15+ saves on your roster and your bullpen. So you extended your bullpen tremendously. I don't give a rat's ass who's closing. Whoever's hot, throw them in there to close the game. You have options. You extended your bullpen. You can get rid of the guys that when was the last time Winans pitched by? Get rid of these guys and use what you got. Use what you just acquired.
Yeah, and Yuri De Los Santos was lights out yesterday. We had to send him down because we don't have room. Loaizaga actually pitched a good inning, which was nice. And then we're gonna get Cruz back, which is great. But I know you were saying like you don't care who's closing, but who do you think should be closing? For me, I mean, I just feel like Devin has shown us he's better as a setup guy, so he shouldn't be closing. I know they said he would, but I mean, if it was up to you, who would you say should be the main closer?
If it was up to me, I'd have to go with, if he can get back to form and show us what he did last year, I got to go with Weaver.
Yeah.
Our own guy, showing he could do it. It's, you're not going to be bringing him in for as many 6, 7, 8 out saves that you've been bringing him in for. 6 out saves. I'd say that you're going to be bringing him in for that you have. You extend your bullpen again, and I say give it to Weaver.
Yeah. No, I definitely like that as well. But like you said, it's nice that we have options, and nice too, some hard throwers. We haven't had that, so we get that in Bednar and Duvall. So yeah, I mean, I think we're kind of on the same page here. Where just in the last couple of weeks, you're feeling like the season's over. This feels like it rejuvenates us, gives us a chance, and it doesn't mean that we wouldn't have some tough teams in the way to get back to the World Series or in the World Series. But I think, we did the best that we could, and obviously it's important too. I think our schedule is very manageable down the stretch, so we got to just win the games that we're supposed to, like we did against Tampa, and then, see what, happens from there. But I think we are in a pretty good place, and obviously, yes, Judge needs to be healthy, but as long as he is, I don't know. I mean, I think we have, a better team than we did last year, no?
Yeah, I think so. Just imagine, like you said before, we have these guys for a few years. imagine when Cole comes back and everybody's healthy again. It's gonna be pretty nice for the next 2 to 3 years, hopefully.
Yeah, no, it definitely will. So yeah, I feel pretty good about it. We'll have to see what happens. But it seems like you're kind of like penciling in. By the way, I predicted this, but you're penciling in the Padres for the World Series.
Oh, I didn't pencil nobody in.
Yeah, what the fuck? You're not penciling the goddamn Padres? Get the hell out of here.
No, I was kidding because your comments on the reel yesterday.
Yeah, that was not the conversation, though. The conversation was the Padres being better than the Yankees.
Oh,
and the way you were talking about it on the clip.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me some context here. I kind of came in a little. I didn't see any of this, dude.
No, it was a reel that I guess Michael posted or whatever. A Sportsport reel of Barnes talking about the Padres and how he doesn't feel like they're really still any good or something like that, and the way you made it sound like, oh, the Yankees are better. I don't know about all that yet. I got to see it first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see it's coming now. You're saying the Yankees are better, though. Yeah. I mean, listen, dude, nobody was upset about that fucking trade than me yesterday when we saw that on the show. I mean, it's like, obviously Mason Miller, I mean, you said it, too. I mean, you're a guy who that prospect is pretty good they gave up. So I was doing some research. I mean, guy was the top prospects in all of baseball,
Yep.
For the Padres to give him up, I mean, that mentality is obviously very much so win now. So yeah, it makes you worried. And I mean,
well, the Padres always do that. If you think about it, they had James Wood. There's another guy that they had, and they traded. They trade their top prospects every year to try and go for it when they're set up.
Yeah.
Think about who they gave up for Soto when they got Soto. They gave up. I think that was the Woods and somebody else. I forgot who it was, but.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then
they even prospects in the league.
Obviously bring in Harrison Bader too, obviously
defensive.
Of course, but I mean, bringing in that top closer is obviously something they've done before, and I don't know. I mean, for me, maybe it was just because we got swept by them, but I mean, it doesn't make me feel good as a team, as a fan of a team who has to get through them to get to the World Series, and not for nothing. If I was the Dodgers, I'd be a little bit worried too, about losing that division potentially. I mean, the Dodgers have been playing great, so. I mean, I don't know, dude. Are the Padres, though, on paper better than the Yankees? I mean, probably not, right? I mean, they're. I feel like they're also pretty inconsistent. I mean, they do get streaky. I mean, obviously, Arise is hitting really well. This past weekend it was like a 12-game hit streak or whatever it was. And obviously the power of Machado and the support players they have. And if Darvish is on point, I mean, Darvish is on point. But I don't know. I mean, Dylan Cease hasn't really impressed me this year. Their bullpen's great. I don't know. I still think on paper the Yankees would be better.
And also, too, by the way, I was calling because I went to Mohegan last night, left my Yankee hat there, but they're mailing it back to my house, so I had to make sure that was taken care of. The classic blue. Right. Can't lose that.
But odds you'll probably be back there before it's even get mailed back to Stanford.
No. But no. What I wanted to say, and reason why I kind of texted Josh, and it seems like we're on the same page about the moves, but just with everything moving forward, because I feel like we do think alike more than maybe Josh thinks. But I was just saying, it's like, I think we've done what we have. We have a chance. Sure, there's going to be tough teams in our way, but it's like, if we had to face the Padres in the World Series, for instance, kind of like what we were talking about yesterday, it's like, I would feel like, okay, that's going to be a tough matchup. Would it ever be easy? No, but I think we would have a good shot. It's just like anything else, you got to just execute. But I would say not even the Dodgers. There's not one team where it's like we would play them and I would think we have no shot. I don't know if you agree with that at all, Josh.
No, I agree. I mean, I'm not saying we have no shot against the Padres, but it's not like we're head over heels better than the Padres. They still got Machado and Tatis and.
But isn't that what?
And Liriano and
but isn't that what this year? Isn't that what this year is? I don't think anybody's head and shoulders above anybody else. It's just going to be a dogfight.
I mean, especially in the National League, but yes, I agree.
So it's not So
No,
because I feel like Josh thinks in my head that I'm thinking there's no way we don't win the World Series this year, and it's like that's not what I'm saying.
What is it what you're thinking, dude?
No. I just think it's like I like what we have. Let's go to battle. You know what I mean? And it's like, of course that's what I want. will it be tough? But it's like, you know what I mean? Things can happen. Teams with less talent have won championships. So that's why I'm like, let's go. Let's see what happens.
Josh, do you think the Padres are representing the NL in the World Series?
No.
Dodgers?
I think they're still number one, yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Tony wanted you to say the Mets. You can see it on his face.
Yeah, I could feel it through the phone.
I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, I'd want everyone to say the Mets, dude. I mean, hey, listen.
Mad Dog said it.
Chris Russo said it, and that's really all that matters to me, okay?
Oh, man, that was before the deadline. No, but honestly, I just hope we get that fascinating Subway Series. We need
That would
to,
be sick,
honestly.
dude. That'd be so fucking awesome.
And it's interesting, too. I wonder, because everyone always said, like the ratings were terrible for the first Subway Series, but you guys think it would be different this time?
I mean, I guess, yeah, right?
Definitely.
Why not?
But no, because I guess they were saying like, there's not two markets, it's one market, so that's why like the Rays weren't good. But I feel like just the whole Soto thing and all that like makes it more of a national story than maybe it was back then. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess let me look up the numbers here.
But no, they said it was one of like the lowest ratings of all
ever,
time.
really?
But I think that's also too. Maybe people thought the Mets didn't have a chance at that point. Obviously, their team is a lot better now. So I don't know. That would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
It was definitely, but actually, probably compared to some recent World Series, it was probably still better than that. What, it was 12 million? That's game one.
This is 18 million
18
viewers.
million. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
It looks like they were averaging around 18, maybe 17.5 million.
Yeah, no, that was way higher than some of these numbers we're seeing now.
Yeah, I mean, the past
4.7
two,
for Texas,
the past
Jesus
three.
Christ. Yeah, wow. But
Yeah. Oh
I
my
don't know.
gosh. Yeah, it would be more than the past 5, 8 years.
And I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot here, Josh, but I just want to ask you one more question here. If you had to, all the deals yesterday, which one do you think was the best?
All the deals? Oh man. I mean,
It's tough. Put you on the spot, dude.
Yeah.
I guess you have to go with Suarez going to the Mariners. I mean, I don't know it was the night before, but that night before, but
Yeah.
the best hitter out there going to a good team that's usually in contention. They usually fall off.
Mm-hmm.
Look, if Julio Rodriguez turns it around, that team is dangerous. They have the young pitching. They're good pitchers,
Raleigh.
Wu and Kirby and Raleigh's there. And yeah, so I think Suarez comboed up with Raleigh was the best move.
Yeah, no, the Mariners are serious, and because right now they're still in second place in the division, right? The Astros are ahead.
Yeah.
I believe so. I'm
Yeah.
gonna check that right now.
I would say yeah. There's no way the Astros are definitely in first. Yeah. Yes, confirmed.
And then did the Mariners get anybody else besides Suarez or no?
They
some
definitely
reason
did.
I
I
thought-
feel.
Oh, let's see what
Josh Naylor.
Josh Naylor.
That's
Oh,
right.
that was
dude.
early.
That was
so
earlier
that's
on.
all it was.
And then I guess so. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Caleb Ferguson.
Yeah, I guess they wanted. I guess maybe people were saying they were going to trade their closer, Andres Munoz, whatever his name is. Munoz.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. I mean, I know he's young and he's 26 years old, but like he's great.
Yeah.
So like they're pretty diabolical.
And you know what's actually interesting, because Josh was kind of like alluding to yesterday in the chat, like Correa going back to Houston, like that he's going to be a menace again. I was saying like the injuries have taken a toll.
Really.
But what do you think, Tony? Honestly,
if he's going to be a menace or not?
yeah, I mean the numbers aren't great.
Numbers
he
aren't
gets
great.
injured every year. His ankle's been a problem. That's why he's on the Mets right now.
So I mean, no, I don't. So.
No, meaning what? That he's not going to be a menace?
Much of a menace.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, experience, shortstop, second base, wherever he's a glove still, But
Yeah.
I mean, like in terms of like his bat, it's probably not going to be. I mean, I guess he's batting 267, slugging 386, OPS 704, 7 home runs, obviously though. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess he's like. Good for Houston for getting him back, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, just that. Yeah, they didn't really give up anything. And
Yeah.
then Minnesota's eating some of the money. But
I don't know. I heard a lot of Yankee fans were like pretty happy because if you guys beat Houston, then Correa will be there again. It's like,
yeah, like I have to say, I'm not nervous about it at all. I know Josh.
I'd be more nervous about George Springer and the Blue Jays.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel pretty good. So,
getting your hat back, got your coffee. Yep.
He really didn't have a team around him in Minnesota, so I think he's going to go back to a team around him. Jordan's coming back. Penny's coming back. He's going to shift over to third.
Yeah.
They still they'll be fine. And they have Hunter Brown and Framber Valdez still. So.
Yeah. Oh, and then one other thing, too, I was just thinking about asking you before you go. I've just been thinking about this. Obviously, he hit the 3-run homer yesterday. Is it just me, or do you think that Ben Rice should pretty much play at first base every day, other than if there's a lefty on the mound? Because I just feel like Goldschmidt, his at bats, he looks terrible. I know he's gotten some hits here and there recently, but I feel like he looks finished.
Finished.
Oh, he got tired.
Right though, I mean,
must be.
He started off nice. But
yeah.
Then, he's falling off. So, yeah, I mean, definitely Ben Rice should be first base every day, and anytime you want to give either, the righties or give Austin Wells a break, you could, mix and match Rice catching, giving Wells a break, playing Goldschmidt, then putting Wells back in, giving Rice a break, keeping Goldie in for 2 games, and then go back to Rice playing until you're ready for that, for that kind of break again.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would like to see that because I think Ben Rice has a lot of potential, and I could see him coming up big for us down the stretch. So we'll have to see. But, yeah, it was just a great day for the Yankees to couple the moves with the win and the fact that we have all of our guys, and maybe they'll help us out down the stretch here too. So we'll have to see. But I just wanted to bring you on to talk about that. And like I said, I think everybody's copacetic here, Josh. I think we're all on the same page.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's go, like you said, let's go to battle.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, definitely, man. Have a great time in Disney. What time's the flight tomorrow?
Early, 6.
6. Wow,
that's what you want.
You can fly out of Newark.
Yep.
That's also what you want.
What airline?
I have no clue.
I was hoping you were going to say JetBlue, but
the one and only.
Yeah, but that's an early one for sure. But yeah, no, thanks for calling in. Appreciate it as always, brother.
Yeah, dude, love it.
Absolutely, guys. I'll be tuned in over there.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Peace.
Yes, sir. Later, boys.
Later. I feel like, when Josh is working from home, we should make that more of a permanent part. Just so good with the analysis, Tony.
Oh yeah, dude.
A perspective. He's been watching baseball a while.
Yeah, of course. Level-headed man.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, right? I think we are, because I used to think that we were completely not on the same page, but it seems like we are now, me and Josh, for with the stuff with the Yankees, right or no?
I would say so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go. I'm fired up. Anything like
of note here?
Yeah, or just like the Matthew Ryan chirp.
I guess your mama here does offer some type of opinion here. Padres Mariners were the winners of the deadline. He says Mets are a close third.
To me, he seems like someone who doesn't like the Yankees and just because
maybe
they should be part of that group at the very least, like not being all right or no.
I guess he also says here Cubs and Red Sox were the losers.
Yeah. Red Sox got Dustin May,
which is like, I don't know, dude. Listen, we talked about Dustin May. I was like, take a flyer on him. That's great, but like, I don't know. Don't you think that it's just like it's like Walker Buehler? Like, is it not?
Wait, did they trade Walker Buehler?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
No, I don't know why I was thinking that.
I'll double check, but I didn't hear that. That'd be kind of wild. That picture of Red Sox, yeah, no. But it's like, I don't know.
Wait, why does it say reunite with Walker Buehler? Or is that just like a shit article?
Well, no, because Dodgers will reunite with Walker Buehler. Yeah, I don't know.
That's just one of those
2 days ago
articles, probably.
Yeah, definitely, dude.
I know what you're saying.
No, literally. You're getting the pitcher who is struggling with injuries, does have good stuff when he's healthy, I guess. But it's like you're taking another gamble on him. And Buehler was definitely a huge disappointment, and it should be interesting to see if Dustin May can, one, stay healthy, which is a huge question mark, and then two, like, performs. So I don't know. It was kind of a weird move by the Dodgers, by the Red Sox. But I guess we'll see if it plays out.
But I don't know. I tend to like moves like that more than like the average person, just because I feel like when you have somebody that was highly touted, maybe they're struggling, but it's like there is always that chance that change of scenery turns it around. So that was the guy that I thought, I would have liked to see what we could have done with. Like, that could have been some of the Yankees.
No, yeah, I mean, I agree. We talked about it. I mean, like, I wanted to, the Mets go for him, like Ginger Guard, Syndergaard, whatever, dude. But it's just funny to me that the Red Sox kind of just did that with Buehler and it didn't work out, and they're trying to do it again with Dustin May.
And I feel like, too, part of them, and it's almost the same thing with the Yankees, but I feel like a lot of times with the Red Sox, like, their park plays into it because you have the pesky pull, the monster shots. Some pitchers, I think, that just aren't meant to pitch there.
Yeah, no, I agree. One of those weird parks.
It's funny, the way you had your phone on, I thought someone it was like a Matthew Ryan or like a Yearney.
Oh, no, I was just getting the stream back up, making sure it's all good. It would be nice if Yearney called. All right, here we go. Umama here says Yankees needed more than the Mets. I don't hate them, but Helsley, Rogers, Cedric Mullins are better moves than what the Yankees made. I and they were already stronger.
Yeah, see, I don't know. To me, that still comes off as like the Grasa Mets pajamas. But I have to say, I don't usually do this, but I have to give Daniel a little credit. I listened a little bit today, and he was saying, like, because of the moves, now he's expecting the Yankees to go back to the World Series. I couldn't believe it. I thought I was, like, hearing things. So it was the first thing that made sense that Grasa said in about 3 years.
Dude, you know what I found kind of like weird? Like Grasa doing the solo show, like, I don't know, like bad job, Rick and Dave off on the deadline, both of them.
No, because they try to say, because obviously they're just gonna do what they want. They don't care what we have to say. But it's like, I think just personally, it's like you could stagger it a little bit. It doesn't need to be that you're just gone all summer. And I know it's like, football, but it's like, fans want to hear what you guys have to say about baseball. Yeah. Like, especially the trade deadline. Like,
that's what I mean.
This is an important time.
And I'm sorry, but like by the time you're talking about it on Monday, like I kind of don't want to hear about it. Like, like it's Monday.
It's old news.
It kind of is old news.
Yeah.
So it's like, and obviously love them. Great show. They make the show. Like, I'd rather have both of them than Dan, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was just odd to me that both of them are out on the day after the deadline. I think that's poor planning. Who's managing, the schedule here?
Yeah.
Where are we right now? We're fucking here.
Yeah,
okay?
Exactly.
We're talking deadline.
Exactly.
Josh B on the phone.
Like, did I take off when I was in Los Angeles for the World Series? No, I was right there.
Right there,
okay?
Dude.
And a couple good ones from Ernie here. He says, no one cares about the Mets.
That's not good.
That shit.
That's false. So.
Kevin Higgins says, cash my respect when finally addressing holes and looked at what we received, and we didn't lose anybody with the 8th pick.
Great call.
I thought
it was
as great of a deadline as we could have. And then Josh talking about, I guess, the producer the channel director, Jonathan Winthrop, cracking up. And then Ernie says, if you ask JD, he'll say Mullins to the Mets, and so did the Mets. Best moves, LMAO. And yeah, we were having a fun back and forth yesterday with JD. Yeah, just being a Yankee fan was just kind of odd. He seemed to be just like, it was like he was a Mets fan. It's like, if you want to be a Mets fan, be a Mets fan. But it's like, I don't know. It was just a little funny. But he said he's gonna do a show later.
I mean, unbiasedly, like, who do you think won the deadline between the two teams? Like,
I mean, no, here you want, like, you're unbiased. I swear to God,
Yankees.
Nope. No, I was going to say I think it's a dead tie.
Oh,
I
really,
think you filled everything you needed to fill.
No, you did. You did.
I mean, what? Shoot me,
it's going to be
right?
hard. No, it's like you're splitting hairs. You're splitting hairs at that point.
But that's actually like a right? I mean, that's...
Yeah, no, that's not it's not like a ridiculous argument to have. Maybe I'm not biased, but maybe I am biased, but I don't know. I do think the Mets had a better trade deadline.
Well, like I said, you fill your needs. I mean, how could you say one's better than the other? You got what you needed.
Exactly. Almost everything.
Yeah. So I mean, I think I'll take that any day of the week. But what I was saying is JD didn't do a show yesterday. I said he'll do one today. So I'm interested to talk to him about it. And I kind of have this theory, and it's kind of similar to Josh. And it almost is like, because I was always thinking like Josh, like with the pessimism and stuff. But talking to him now on the phone, I have to say, I think he's in a different category, maybe less of a degree. And, I don't want to speak for JD, but it feels like it's what it is
what it is
that, of course, just like all of us, we all enjoyed, the teams of the 90s, the early 2000s, dominating baseball, winning, 4 titles in 5 years. Obviously, things are different now, and it's been disappointing, the last 16 years. And you look at the team and pre-deadline, there was a lot of things you had issues with. Now, when you look at the team, I mean, you would say, Just Volpe would be like the biggest concern. And then, of course, Judge, until he does it, right, you're going to say he hasn't, hit in the postseason. Of course, you understand that. But I think it's because you're used to living that life. Obviously, it's different now. So, and I think because, you were used to that and now it's different and you're frustrated at how you haven't won in going on 16 years, that everything that you do, you're going to have something negative to say about it until you win. And I think but I think that's where he's at. So unless they win, he's going to feel negative and maybe not have, that confidence that they're going to do anything. Because that's what he was saying yesterday. Oh, needed a starter, not going to go anywhere. No, I think that's where he's coming from.
Yeah,
I can't wait to talk to him about it, honestly.
I think that's how I feel about the Mets, to be honest. Like, I would imagine that's how, like, almost, every team not named the Dodgers would probably feel. It's like until you've won it, again, like the Padres, for example, too. I mean, they, like Josh B said, they've made moves.
Right.
Big traded on acquisitions and stuff like that. They haven't won a World Series. Look at Seattle, barely making playoffs.
Right.
Like, I would imagine this Mariners fan base, there's probably people still are like, well, until it kind of happens, like, I don't really believe, I'm not like 100% certain, so.
No. But you know what it is? I would, again, and like, I'll ask him later on his show, but it's like, I just look at it, like I told you before, is like, okay, we have what we need to go to battle. Let's go. Like, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen, but there's a good enough chance where I'm not all like, just like, no, it can't happen. What's the point? Fuck this. Like, no. Like, it's like, I'm sure you look at it the same way too. Like, you're not guaranteeing that they're going to win it all, but you feel like we have a chance, so let's go. I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. We have a huge chance. It's kind of crazy because, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just speaking for myself here, but I feel like, obviously between the usual suspects coming out of the East and West, respectively, of the leagues, like, you got teams in the mix like Detroit, like Chicago, like Milwaukee even too. Like, I don't know. I feel like that all these divisions and the road to the World Series is going to be like one of the more competitive ones like in the past decade, dude. I don't know. I just feel like with every team, like every one of these teams that made, big moves, the Yankees, the Mets, the Phillies too, even with the Padres, like they're all, these moves are win now. The Padres trading a top prospect in the league for one of the top closers in the league, like that's a win now, So it's going to make for a great October, dude. I'm stoked.
Yeah, absolutely. And looks like a little back and forth here. Matthew Ryan, Mets disappointing deadline, getting 3 closers, pathetic. And to look at players required, we have team control over most of them for the next 1 to 3 years. Kevin Higgins referring to the Yankees, which I love. And then Yo Mama says 3 closers with 3 different arm slots. Mets bullpen going to be tough. And then Josh saying, shut up, Matthew. Yankees picked up 2 closers. You make no sense. And I'm trying to think. So
Suck it, Matthew Ryan.
For the Mets, it was Rogers, Helsley. Oh, yes, Soto was earlier.
Yeah,
and Soto is a free agent after the year too, or no?
I think so. I'm actually not 100% sure. Let me see.
And I know Mullins is, and I know Helsley is.
Helsley is too.
And I think Rogers is. I mean, yeah, Rogers
definitely is. He said a 1 year, 3. Yeah. So, yep.
Okay. So, yeah. I mean, that's why too. I would say, and again, like I'm trying to be as probably level-headed as you see me. So you might want to say those relievers technically could be considered a little better than what the Yankees got. But then I think when you couple the control part, that's why I think it's a dead heat.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Absolutely, dude.
So I love that they did that, and yeah, I think it'll be interesting. And it's interesting too. We're expecting Heel, to come back to form, penciling as that 3-starter in the playoffs. So it's like you're gonna need a 4-starter, if you make it to the CS in the World Series. So I'm interested to see, and I know he hasn't gotten those dominant results yet, but if Cam Schlittler can end up being that guy, because I mean he has the stuff, because otherwise, I mean, it's not going to be Stroman, so it would really have to be Will Warren, and I would love to see Schlittler, seize that role. We'll see if he can.
Yeah.
But that's kind of my thought. And then Ernie doing a relax, Josh. So yeah, great stuff. But yeah, man, I just because it's interesting. The Mets and the Yankees, I feel like recently both had like up and down stretches, and I'm sure like when it was like getting swept by the Padres, like before these deals were done, Tony, I mean, were you feeling that like dejection at all in any way?
Ernie's calling in, but I would say yes, I was feeling kind of dejected.
And this was like you got shot up with like some type of like I don't know you know what I'm saying?
No, yes, it was. I mean, bullpen just absolute shambles. Losing games, like not good at all. So it was some dejection and kind of like everyone's alluding to. I mean, picking up 3 significant bullpen arms, is great. And what also is great
is Ernie.
Yeah, what up?
What's going on?
So I had to call because I'm listening to you talk about, what's going on in the playoffs and, what our rotation could be. And I had to give you like a peek into the brain real quick. Why are we worried about a 4th starter?
No, well, because if you look at it, Ernie, since 2009, we have had to, if we're in the CS, we're going 4 stars. I know 2009, we did obviously CC, Burnett, and Pettit. But like last year, for instance, like because you don't have the off days. I think there maybe even used to be more off days, but we haven't been doing the pitchers on 3 days rest. I mean, you favor the 3-day rest strategy?
No. I think we need to do the route that has been proven to be successful by other teams already. What did we just do with the deadline? We completely beefed up our bullpen, correct?
Yeah.
Why not go for a bullpen game? Do something the Yankees usually don't do. Why don't you have a
Hopefully Ernie's signal comes back.
He's
still on the line?
Still on the line.
Maybe
the line,
Holland
dude.
Tunnel or something?
Possibly. I mean, I like where he was going with it. I mean, that's been the name of the game.
Okay, there you are, Ernie. Sorry. If you could just say that again, I think you lost service.
I didn't know I was cut off.
You were talking about, you just said how other teams have done the
game.
bullpen game, and that's all we heard.
Yeah, so, other teams have a bullpen game. Why don't we put up a game where it's Fernando, you have Fernando, Williams, Weaver, Bednar, Doval pitching a game.
Well, I guess what I would say to you with that is, I mean, it's not a bad idea. I still think you need some bulk. And the only thing is that, like, you do that, then some guys you kind of knock out potentially for the next game or make them less effective. So I think if you were going to do that, like, at some point, whether he started or not, like Cam Schlittler would have to give you, a few innings, or if Yarborough ends up coming back to the roster, he'd have to give you a few innings. There has to be some type of bulk in there.
Well, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Like, you have Schlittler start whatever he gives you, 3, 4, 5 innings, whatever, and then take him out and just bullpen it out.
Yeah, that's the nice part. So he has that stuff. So there's a chance he could be lights out, and maybe he could even give you 5 innings. But yeah, you have the ability to go to the bullpen early. So it's not technically a bullpen game, but it's just that you could go to the pen in the 4th or the 5th if you need to.
And now you're not necessarily sacrificing much because you have enough arms.
Yeah. And I wonder too. I mean, I'm just thinking about this, especially with like Leiter coming back. Not that I want that to happen, but like, you think they'll actually put once he's healthy, Yarborough back on the roster? Second lefty?
I mean, I can see him being back on the roster and then them doing the same thing they do with Cam and just kind of play the what's that called, the stat line, the analytics as to who to start first, Yarborough or him. But they will probably end up doing the same thing.
I'm just a little concerned because I think I could be wrong, but I think Cam might be starting tomorrow. But then Heel's starting Sunday, so like I feel like with like just they don't want to like just cut Stroman. I think they're gonna probably option him to the minors, right? With Heel coming back.
Well, I was kind of thinking he might end up going in the trade deadline, but I guess after such a bad performance, nobody wanted him. Yeah, because we think we've reached the end of the line for Stroman.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to say it, because I've been big on him since we acquired him, but yeah, another Joey Gallo. It's time to go. Since it's worn out. You're welcome, bro.
Yeah. because I just like
DFA. Don't even bother optioning him, just DFA.
Well, yeah, and I don't even think because of his veteran stats, you probably couldn't option him anyway. But it's just like, yeah, what is the point? I mean, I think like Schlittler's obviously going to always give you better than what Stroman's going to give you, and even when Yarbrough comes back, so it's just like seems like it's a waste of time. So it's interesting though. Josh thinks that Stroman needs to be a Ramiro Mendoza type, but I just don't trust Stroman. I think he's just too hittable. That's what it is at the end of the day.
It's not that he's just too. I do agree he is hittable.
What? Sorry, you're a little choppy there, Ernie.
Sorry.
It's like me on the golf course.
It is actually, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm in the office too, nice and quiet. My bad. Yeah, I don't think it's not a fact of like him being too hittable. I think it's just a matter of he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Ernie, try calling back.
Clean line.
Call back, clean line. Definitely fucking hittable, huh, dude? Though, you know, Marcus Stroman.
I mean, to me, it's batting practice against a team like the Rays, and that's why he had that tough fourth inning where he gave up 4 runs yesterday, because it's like they're a contact hitting team. I mean, his stuff, he doesn't have strikeout stuff. So, like, they're going to hit the ball, even if it's on the ground, because a lot of times he gets balls on the ground, but it's like they're hit hard and they're finding holes.
I'm calling Ernie.
Is this better?
Clean line.
Clean line, dude.
It's
Clean.
like dog. You got a landline.
You got a landline, dude.
So no, what I was just saying is just that like Stroman for me is just that I guess too hittable kind of comes into what I'm about to say. It's just he doesn't have the zip on his pitches anymore.
No.
Like it's not like he was ever really a big velo guy, but he had tons of movement, and you know he can kind of paint the black and this, that, and the third. Now that's gone. Like the movement's gone, the painting the black is gone, and his fastball's at 89. So it's just like,
yeah. No, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So, yeah, I think we should just get rid of him, because sending Schlittler down, I think, would be such a mistake. It really would. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel really good. Yeah, just like where we're at, because I thought the bullpen was a big problem. And one thing, I mean, do you think it's just talk with the whole, like, oh, Williams is still going to be the closer? I think he's pitched well in the 8th inning this year, but the 9th he has not been as sharp. I mean, don't you think that's a move that they should make sooner? Yeah, I just feel like Williams, every time it's like a sweat out in the 9th.
well, I mean, yes, but if you're gonna look at the stats, he's.
Where Ernie? Where are you right now? Are you in a dungeon? Yeah.
Is that bad? Is that bad?
Yeah.
Is it all right? Is this better?
A little better.
Yeah, that sounds better.
It sounds like you're in the bathroom now, though, with an echo.
Taking a shit.
No, I'm in my office.
Oh, there we go. In the office. Yep, I love to hear that.
All right. Corporate America, right? So,
yeah.
Now, all I was saying was that he only blew 2 saves all year. Like let's not hang him yet.
Right? No. But Ernie, I feel like what I'm saying is I think he could be very valuable as a setup guy, but I just think he feels the pressure in the 9th, and it just feels like he's more confident when he's pitching in the 8th. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, but then what are you gonna do? Expect Bednar to come in and be a
No, I think just go back to
like
Weaver. I just think go back to Weaver in the 9th.
But you think Weaver has the stones right now?
I think so.
Lately, it hasn't looked it lately.
Well, but he did get those big outs. What was it? Monday against the Rays, right? He had first and third. I think 1 out, and he I think got 2 strikeouts or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, but you know what my problem is with Weaver, or maybe it's not Weaver, it's Boone. It's that if you're gonna give the guy the job, give him the job.
Right. Well, I think
that has to play an effect. I
think what happened is maybe when the Yankees got Devin Williams, they thought, well, he wants to be the closer. Weaver doesn't care if he's a closer; he'll pitch anywhere. So we're going to do everything we can to have Williams as the closer because he feels better about that role. And I think the Yankees use every reason to get him back in that role once Weaver got injured. Even though really before Weaver got injured, I mean, he was doing an outstanding job as a closer.
Yeah, so why not give him the job then? That's why I'm just like, for me, if you're gonna give him the job because a closer's job is also mental.
Right.
We always talk about these guys have to be tough as nails, like ice in their veins. Yeah, we get that, but if you're gonna take him in and out of high leverage situations, and you got him pitching in the seventh today, you got him setting up for Williams today. Williams was a lead, then you got him setting up for him again next week, and then now you got him closing this week. It's just bad.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's almost like with the lineup too. Have your defined roles. I think it's just better for the team. But I mean, yeah, I think we're in a good spot after the win yesterday. Only 3.5 back, and I think we have one of the more manageable schedules down the stretch.
Oh yeah,
as well.
very manageable.
I think like our last few games are against like the Orioles and the Twins or something, and obviously they were both sellers. So I think we're in a good spot.
No, we'll be fine. Especially taking a couple games from the Rays was big. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine going forward. I think the Yankees did what they needed to do. I do like draft day, even though I think most of us, the question was why the hell pickups later. I love the Caballero move. Love Caballero move. I like what we did to our pen.
I don't like that, dude. I don't like that.
That signal, huh?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. This can't.
That's it.
Yep.
Oh, you know what I was just gonna ask you before you go? Is you mentioned Caballero, and I like the move too. Just given his versatility, speed. But we know the Yankees are sensitive with the Volpe situation. I mean, do you think that they're gonna end up giving him any starts at short, or he's gonna be really like just a bench player? Maybe he fills in for McMahon at third every now and then.
I think he plays good enough to force Boone's hand.
Yeah, I mean, I would almost welcome it. I know Volpe's been hitting homers lately, but I would love if just Caballero was like played a lot, because if he's locked down defensively, I mean, what are we talking about? That's what we want. Like we want that shirt up.
And that's the thing. If he's a lockdown defensively, a decent bat, and isn't he getting the current lead for stolen bases?
Yeah, 34 steals.
Yeah. So if he can steal bags, play good defense, and have an okay stick, take the job.
Yeah. Absolutely. So that'll be something interesting to watch. I can't wait to watch the Yankees this weekend. So excited. So I think we did the best job we could. So let's get after it. Let's go. But as always, Ernie, we really appreciate you calling in.
Let's go Yankees.
Let's go Yankees.
Bye, Ernie.
Thanks, Ernie. Through the service and all, Tony.
I know that was getting kind of tough, dude.
Yeah. So, just wanted to just sum up really quick. I did mention before, obviously, Yankees taking that final game, a rain delayed, almost a 3-hour rain delay in the middle of it. But
so
the Yankees at that point were up 7-4, end up winning by that margin. And Marcus Stroman was pitching great, had a tough fourth inning where, he gave up 4 runs. But at the end of the day, that was enough because the Yankee offense scored 7 in the first 3 innings. So really felt like, after struggling on the early stages of Wednesday's game, that I was at, that the offense really kind of came alive late in that game. Continued over in this one as they got 2 huge home runs. Stanton in the first, his 8th, and I think he's got 8 home runs in his last 20 games, something like that. So he's really been locked in. But that, was a 2-run homer, and then Ben Rice hit a 3-run homer in the second, and that was really the Yankee offense. Bellinger did have a single as well, scored Paul Goldschmidt, but that was the 7 runs. Slater also had a fielder's choice ground out, but 2 big home runs. I mentioned I love Rice. He started the catcher yesterday, and I'd like to see him just take over for Goldschmidt. It just feels like every time I look at him, he's not having a good at bat. He seems behind on fastballs. He's just not scoring anything up. So maybe, he can kind of get rejuvenized, but I think right now we want to be playing Ben Rice as much as possible. That's for sure. It was nice to see McMahon, another 2 hits. I mean, you can't speak to what a good job he's done since we got it from Colorado. And then our bullpen, it's just funny. Our bullpen featuring the majority of the innings yesterday were by Yuri De Los Santos, who was optioned after the game. Couldn't have pitched any better. He's got a 1.78 earned run average for the Yankees this year. Missed some time with an injury, but he gets sent down. And then Loaizaga got the save, and he only gave one hit. It seems like he might be turning the corner, and maybe too. Jonathan Loaizaga going from a guy who's always going to be pitching in like the 7th inning. Now we might go to him in the 5th if we need to, even earlier than that with this deep bullpen. So it's big if he turns it around, not to mention, Cruz coming back. So those are all good signs. Great to win a series. Like I mentioned, only 3.5 behind Toronto now, 16-49 overall. 3 games in Miami, at Miami, against Miami, Tony. Coming up this weekend. So, I'm excited to watch that tonight. It's always fun when you make trades and then just seeing your new additions on the team. It's like a reset of the season in a sense. So it's going to be Rodon versus, is it Jansen Junk? Yeah, Jansen Junk.
Yep.
As he pitched against the Mets this year. He's an opener?
Yeah, he is an opener.
Oh, gotcha. The Marlins do that a lot?
pitched. Marlins do that often. I wouldn't worry too much about him.
You think he's trash?
He does not throw junk. He is junk. Okay.
Wow. Okay. But yeah, this is a series. Sure, it's the road, so we'll say 2 out of 3. The Marlins' terrible start to the season have been playing better since. But they did, hold on to Alcantara and Cabrera, but they did trade that guy to the Dodgers, the left-handed outfielder Sanchez.
Oh,
they
yeah,
did trade, to the Dodgers. So, but yeah, I feel good about this series. I think it's like, let's just keep going. And you look around the teams that you're jockeying for position with here. The Blue Jays are home against the Royals, so you really, like, at the bare minimum, better win 2 out of 3 because, the Blue Jays at home have been almost unbeatable. And then the Red Sox play the Astros, so that's an interesting one. The Red Sox are breathing down your neck. Hunter Brown starting for the Astros. Fenway Park, though, even though Brown's been great, you never know what the results are going to be there. So, it's going to be interesting, but I think, definitely in a good spot. And then the Mets, who just were in San Francisco, last weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, now they are hosting
home against the Giants.
Giants. You got a Ray Peterson spot. That should be a good pitching matchup. 2 lefties, right?
Yes, dude. Ray Peterson. Yep.
Yeah.
That just sounded for a second. I thought you meant like Ray Peterson.
Oh, gotcha.
There's no. But yeah, dude. Actually, kind of funny. We had the same matchup last weekend. I think the Mets won 2-1. I think that was that game.
Okay, right.
So literally same matchup last weekend, which is pretty funny.
So yeah, important series for both teams here. But is it the same mindset as the Yankees in Miami here against the Giants? Just at the minimum 2 out of 3 and just put your head down and enjoy the new additions and just go from there?
Yeah, that's right, dude. Put your head down, go to work.
Yeah. In a rat race with the Phillies here for that division. Half game back, they got Durant now. So.
I know. So, listen,
anybody else?
Talk about breathing down their neck. They brought in Harrison Bader.
Okay, but Harrison. Go ahead.
Literally, go ahead is right, dude. It's so funny. They're like, oh, yeah, he's going to be like a useful outfielder. Could honestly be getting, a good amount of starts, playing a lot of innings. But nonetheless, dude, listen, the Phillies are already really good, clearly, with Suarez, Wheeler, and who the hell? Sanchez. Their 3 starters, phenomenal. We know what their lineup. Talk about a team breathing down your neck. Their closing role was their only hole, their biggest hole, I guess I should say. I forget who the hell was their closer, dude, but he had like 4 saves in the season. Like it's not
Jordan Romano?
No.
He was getting saves at one point.
Maybe. No, damn. I'll have to look.
I'm gonna just look it up. Romano, I think it is Romano, to be honest, because I have him for fantasy, but I'm pulling up the pitching right now.
I'm pretty sure the guy who led the team in saves with 4.
Romano had 8. Strom had 6. So got you, buddy.
Then who am I thinking of?
Alvarado had 7. But did they trade Alvarado?
Jose?
They traded him.
Did they actually?
No,
they didn't trade him.
Okay, so yeah. But it's funny. Romano is the leader at 8.
Yeah, all right.
I thought you were watching these Mets Phillies games. You out to lunch or something?
I guess so. Then who the hell was I thinking of? It doesn't really matter.
Team?
No, that doesn't really matter, dude. But they would breathe down your neck. Yes, the race. It's gonna be tight, dude. It's gonna be tight.
Yeah. But yeah, and then they are. I was just looking at this before you said that. Who they were playing this weekend?
The Phillies?
Yeah, they are playing the Tigers. So that should be interesting.
Jeff Hoffman, dude, not Jeff Hoffman.
But he's on the Blue Jays.
No. Sorry, hold on. Who is the guy?
No, those are the guys. I'm telling you, it's between those three
I guess
guys.
so, dude.
Yeah.
Who the hell was I thinking of?
I think you were thinking of Alvarado, to be honest, because he was supposed to be the closer going into the season.
PEDs?
No, I don't think so. I think that's somebody else. Unless it was actually Alvarado. Was it?
I think so.
Also, what's Josh talking about? I'm a little confused about this.
He's going back to the Sandy Alcantara talk, dude.
Oh.
He says, you meet a girl, her name is Tara. Do you call her Tra?
No, and like I said, I've always said it like that. I don't know. I just recently, last couple of days, I heard people saying that.
Yeah.
But bless you.
Thank you, dude.
Oh yeah. So what were the final numbers on the picks? Did you get that?
So yeah, yesterday
He did get suspended in May, by the way, for
spent for PEDs.
yeah.
Not good. Let's see, dude. I went through. No, you went 3-3. So you went 3-3.
What
so
do you know?
you're 113 and 125.
And that's a finishing number.
That is your finishing number, and then I have 119. Oh my god, I finished at 500, dude.
Michael.
Thank you, dude.
It's good, brother.
Yeah, I finished at 119. 500, baby.
So it's a reset, and I guess do we just go through the end of the regular season at this point? Right? It's August.
I mean, right?
Basically the same time frame that we had last time. So
Yeah, I would.
let's do it.
I would
I'm gonna
say
be so much better. Honestly, I feel refreshed. Like this trade deadline, Yankees take 3 out of 4, resetting the picks. Tony, come on, let's go.
Let's do it, dude. Let's do it,
And I guess it's my turn, right?
Yeah, I would say it is your turn.
All
dude.
right, so
Strike
we're
up the
back
music,
to it. Strike up the music. Hirsch Law Firm, MLB 6-pack pick segment. We're going to Lone Depot Park in Miami. Jansen Junk, Carlos Rodon, new Yankee bullpen, optimism in the air. And the Yankees on the road, I believe it's minus 175 here. Miami plus 145.
Nice.
Rodon against the Marlins, sure, they've been better since their tough start to the season, but it feels like it's a game where you should see the best out of Carlos Rodon. He's been great this year, 147 Ks, 138 innings, 11-7, 318, all-star, 105 whip. Junk, so they're going with the bullpen game here. Not a strikeout guy, 44 Ks, 60 innings. Does have a 3.28 earned run average. Total set at 7.5. So what I'm expecting here, Rodon getting to work, maybe striking out the side in the first, Tony. A lot of Ks tonight for Rodon. I think he goes 7 innings, 9 strikeouts, 2 earned runs, backed by his Yankee offense. Ryan McMahon, his first career Yankee home run, a 3-run homer in the 5th. And I think we also will see in his return to Miami probably another tribute video. Giancarlo Stanton also will have a 3-run homer, second consecutive game, him going deep. And I think at the end of the day, Yankees win this one. We are going to say, I guess 7.5 is low. So actually, I'll change my mind on this. We'll go the over. Yankees win 7-2. Yankees in the over.
Yankees and the over, Brian. All right, next game. You already said it, dude. Citi Field, Queens, Mets, Giants. Take 2 from last weekend, dude. And we all know what happened last weekend. We got a couple of dubs here against the Giants. We got 3 dubs specifically, hoping to run it back again. Speaking of running it back, where the hell is the tab for the game, dude?
Come on, dude.
Like, what the hell? I guess I got to go over here now.
It's
and do
Peterson.
This, dude. It's Peterson.
It's Ray.
It's
It's
Robbie
Ray
Ray,
Peterson.
dude. It's Ray Peterson.
It's
yes,
everybody
dude.
loves Raymond.
Speaking of running it back, dude, same 2 pitchers. Hopefully the same outcome, dude. And I'm going to stand by it. I think these 2 pitchers duel. Obviously, Alonso, Lindor, these are guys that have been a little bit of a slump. Versing Robbie Ray probably isn't their best here. But I say Robbie Ray, who's given up 15 home runs on the season, gives up number 16 and number 17. And number 17 is in walk-off fashion. And I'm going to say Lindor gets it, okay? Talk about turning a new leaf, deadline, good vibes, good feelings. Francisco Lindor, kumbaya, singing My Girl, dude, going up to the batter's box. First pitch.
Singing My Girl really got me, dude.
Ropes it, dead center, walk off, Lindor. They win the game 2-1. Mets.
Wow.
And the under.
A 2-1 spot. Kind of interesting.
Bang.
All right. So what are we going to do here? A lot of different places to go. Deadline in mind. But all right. I am going to go. This is actually a little challenging, but you know what? All the talk of the day, the San Diego Padres, the dynasty that is Nick Pivetta, 10-3, 2.81, going against Michael Liberatore, 6-8, 404. Cards, 55-55. Kind of funny, all that time wasted talking about Arenado. He goes nowhere. And I don't think the Cardinals are going anywhere, and I think the Padres are. They're jacked up. They've won 5 in a row, and I think they make it 6 tonight. Pivetta, 6 scoreless. And I think you're going to see Manny Machado, 4th inning, grand slam here. Padres win this game 6-1. Padres and the under.
Padres under. Next game here, let's go now. Actually, to Nationals Park as the Nationals take on the Milwaukee Buellers. The Milwaukee Brewers, dude, a familiar face. Quintana, dude. 3.5 ERA, 7.4 on the season, going up against one Mr. Parker, dude, who's 4.91, 7-10. I know it's the Nationals, dude. Brewers leading the regular season series 3-0 up until the deadline. Brewers doing nice, winning 3 out of the last 5. Nats also winning 3 out of the last 5, but losing back-to-back games against the Astros. James Wood, nice, whatever. Yelich, though, I say he's got a dinger and 3 stolen bags tonight at 6:45. MLB game, by the way. Leading the Brewers to an astonishing win. I'm going to say 6-4. 6-3. Brewers over. Let's go. Book it.
All right. It's the third game. Final game. I'm going to go with the Houston Astros.
Ooh.
The Correa reunion. The Bregman reunion. I wonder if they'll dap it up behind home plate.
Definitely.
Before the game. But undecided for Boston. Hunter Brown has been great. And I'm sure the Astros are energized by Correa coming back. We'll see how well he plays. But if you look at Houston, they won their last 2 games, dropped the previous 3 before that. And then the Red Sox, after a very slow start out of the gate, post All-Star break, have won 4 out of 5 and just beat the Twins 2 days ago, 13-1. But I think Houston gets this one. I think Hunter Brown is able to navigate a tricky Fenway Park here for 6 1/3, 2 runs. 8 Ks, and I think we will see Correa maybe a 7th inning ahead 3-run homer to propel Houston to the victory here.
Good call.
We're going to say they win, let's say 8-5, Houston and the over.
Houston over. Everyone talking about Padres, division this, division
Padres
that, dude.
Padres this. Ramon Laureano like he's the next coming of Lou Gehrig. Come on.
Still got to go through the Dodgers.
Come on.
Still have to go through
Rhino
the Dodgers.
Hearn as well?
Okay, Rhino Hearn as well.
But both Laureano and
O'Hearn,
right?
yeah.
They're good, but they're not.
They're good.
They're not the 0-1 Mariners.
They're good. But let's go to Tampa Bay, dude. You know the deal. Steinbrenner Field. The Rays taking on the Dodgers. Kershaw, obviously a wily vet here, pitching 3.62 is his ERA right here. Feeling good. I know a low sample size, but I would say good enough anyway. Shin Baz, who's been pitching, I guess, okay for the Rays. But coming in here, over-under is 9.5. First time these two teams would play each other. I would not be surprised if the Rays here get swept, to be honest.
Wow.
Kershaw.
The Aranda injury yesterday, the Caballero trade. Jonathan Aranda.
Give me the Dodgers here. I see Dodgers under. Kershaw pitches well. They score 7, only give up 1. Dodgers, and you're under for my last one.
Just like that. 6-pack
right, that
MLB pick segment.
Bang.
Hirsch Law Firm.
You know the deal.
A season reset. A season of optimism ahead
Kinda
of
crazy.
what we have left. The stretch run, Major League Baseball. Yes, today is August 1st, Tony. So
Matthew
I'm
Ryan
pumped.
talking shit.
Can't wait to watch, and let's go and let's get the grid up on the screen. Some Yankee flavor.
Oh,
to
really?
Tony's disappointment in the next edition of the Immaculate Grid.
I mean,
here.
it's good for you, I guess, right? 'Cause you gotta-
Yankees, Braves, and some pitching categories. So
Oh.
kind of interesting. Yankees and Braves not intertwined as well.
I mean, kind of interesting, dude. What do you think that Baseball Reference is trying to say something here? Deadline.
Yankees, Braves,
Only
World Series
feature 2
matchup.
teams. Yeah, are they trying to say something, dude?
But the Braves are terrible, so that's the issue, even though they did win at Cincinnati in that wild game last night. So, all right.
This is gonna be kind of tough, dude.
I have some of it filled out already, so
Oh.
we're good.
Okay, what
so
you got, dude?
David Robertson, top left. He's still in the minors. He hasn't made his debut yet, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. What percent? Oh, nice, dude.
20-win season, Yankees, Mike Mussina. It's going to be 9, Tony, but I think it's lower than what some other names would have been that we've heard of anyway.
Probably, yeah.
Kenley Jansen, top middle, saves, top middle, yeah.
I like that call on Kenny Jansen. He had, what, like 40, dude, with the Braves?
Could have, yeah.
Only 4%. I'm kind of surprised at that, dude.
I know. All right, so trying to get a little creative here.
I wonder if John Smoltz would have been a lot for that one. Because he had a 30-save year. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that is actually a good point.
I mean, we could go Smoltz for the wins.
Smoltz for the for the 20 wins. Just trying to think of
Obviously, Smoltz, Glavine, Maddox are 3 you're thinking of right here. I mean,
Yeah.
20 wins. I'm pretty sure Spencer Strider had 200 Ks. He definitely had over 200 Ks in a season.
Do you think that'll be higher or not really?
I don't know is the only thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, obviously, I want to say Maddox has had it. I know Tom Glavine has not.
Really?
Yeah, he has never had a 200 strikeout year because we've gotten burned on that before.
And maybe just go Smoltz, I guess, and hope for the best.
Smoltz for the Ks?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, 29,
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna
dude.
do? Right.
I wonder what Strider was. I can look on my phone.
14.
Oh,
I know.
that's all right,
I know.
dude. But then we gotta do 20 wins. I
have my favorite one. Bottom right, Oliver Perez, my go-to in this situation. Liver.
Oh, I missed.
Liver.
Liver. Peraza.
It is actually. I mean, that's how you make
dude.
up for a 29. Honestly, it is kind of sad that we will never hear the Peraza thing again. Me and
Yeah.
Matt were at his last game as a Yankee.
That's too bad, dude. It's
Yeah.
all right, dude. At least you enjoyed it, though.
Yeah, that's true. And then 20 wins under 3.
I mean, for that, we could do a Greg Maddox if we're not going to do it for the Braves. He probably, right? Wouldn't.
Oh, no. I mean, I was just thinking of, there's got to be,
Well, I'm just saying in terms of maybe he'll be super low because people probably put him in the Braves line. We could also done John Smoltz too for the saves here. It doesn't really matter. Under 3 saves. I don't
Roger
know.
Clemens
For
for middle
20
right.
wins.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Do you think like a Craig Kimbrel will be too much for this?
No. Let's try to think off the beaten path.
Off the beaten path. Closer,
I have an idea.
30 saves.
I think I know who I'm gonna go with here. Yes, Blake Treinen.
That's a good one. 0.07, dude.
There we go.
Blake Treinen, you know the deal. Middle. And then bottom left, 200 Ks in a season. Did Heel have one? No, he didn't.
No.
Rookie of the year, 900K is interesting, dude. I mean, Yankees pitcher. I don't know. Goose Gossage.
No, do we just do
Ron Guidry? Ron Guidry. What are you talking about?
No. Yeah, I'm just trying. I don't know if I'm trying to think of recently if there was anybody else, but
Whitey Ford. No.
it's a bad.
CC, dude. Garrett Cole.
No, I know Cole did it. I'm just trying to think.
Rodon, no.
Yeah, Rodon just missed out on that, I think.
Who the hell was the big white dude with the shoulders who wasn't that great? Probably not, dude. No. Like within the last 10 years,
The
last
shoulders?
5 years, dude. Yeah, he had like broad shoulders. I can picture his face right now. We've used him for a grid before, like recently.
You know what? I feel like just give CC a shot. Probably gonna be 15.
Not bad.
Not great. So we're Max Smoltz, Glavin, Strider didn't win 20, and Sale didn't win 20, right?
Maybe Max Fried? I don't think so, though, to be honest.
Yeah. So annoying.
Sale didn't. Fried probably not. Strider didn't. I mean, you gotta go like Maddox or Glavin, I guess.
I guess go Glavin. Right?
Tom?
Yeah.
$90.
Josh B.
Oh.
chuckling somewhere about
I mean,
that
what the
one.
fudge, dude? Those were tough. Was Glavin the most there? I wonder. No, Maddox was.
I knew Maddox would be.
Yeah. Not that it really matters, I guess.
We had some really good ones, too. It's just the ones that weren't good.
I mean, that's a tough grid, dude.
I guess they couldn't see the grid. That's what Josh B says.
Come on.
But Matthew also says, come on, what a deadline. Yankees with that pen, dude.
That
Love
pen,
the
dude.
pen, Matthew.
There's the grid.
And then Josh B says, can't see the grid. Matt says, no mas plaza. And then Matt saying, Josh Boy, yo Kev Do, Kyle Wright. That's an interesting
That was
one.
an interesting
Braves 20
one.
wins. I
Braves
forgot
20
about
wins.
that. Josh B cracking up. And he also had mentioned DCA picks, which is something that we could talk about. But I would be down to put that together.
Wait, TCA picks, he says?
Like as part
for
of the
football
pick
or
segment.
part of
Or
baseball?
Yeah,
He's on
maybe
football
he's just
again?
talking about football around the court. I don't know, but I'm sure he'll tell us either
I mean,
way.
we're definitely doing that, dude.
That was the
football,
best.
dude.
Yo, I didn't see any of those picks. That's why we lost.
Kyle Wright, dude, that's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm pumped. That's for sure. You know who else is pumped? Mac Meisner, Tony, 12 under through 17, 7 under on his round after firing 65 yesterday. One shot lead over Mark Hubbard, who's also through 17. Sanjay Im in third, 10 under. Damon hasn't teed off. 149 is that tee time. And he's 9 under, 3 back. Yeah, that was crazy. And Josh has all of it. So we could talk baseball on Monday for the TCA picks.
Yeah, Monday.
Then, you got Thorben Olsen, 7 under, 5 under through 16. But yeah, low numbers all over the board. Jordan Spieth's 5 under, Adam Scott's 5 under. They haven't teed off yet. And one check I just wanted to do here was on Kiz. What do we got for him? Was 4 under yesterday, but plus 4 today. So it looks like he's not going to make the cut. And then I don't know. I think this is because of the playoffs. This is his last opportunity this season. To start in the PGA Tour. I don't know if you could get into the fall events or not. We'll have to see. Maybe sponsors exempt, but we'll see what happens. But of course, big weekend ahead. Some series to be won. And a lot to react to on Monday. That's for sure.
That is for sure, dude.
So I'm pumped.
Me too, man.
And is there binge tonight?
Binge tonight, dude. 8 p.m. late night on Friday. Josh B still packing. But we're talking a Fantastic Four, dude. Michael, Joey, and I saw it on Monday, maybe? I don't know. But we saw it this week. So come on, tune in, dude. Obviously, one of the movies of the summer here. Full review, call in, talk about it. It's going to be a great little Friday night. We'll be drinking, obviously.
Let's go. Get hammered.
Get hammered. And watch Fantastic Four, dude.
Yeah.
I know you probably haven't seen it, right?
No.
God, no.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No. No, but honestly, what a week. Really appreciate everybody who tuned in. Great calls today, Josh.
That's right. Great calls.
Ernie.
Fix the Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi fixed. Yeah, again, thank you for tuning in and continuing to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony Michael Renee and Jay and Costume, the merch at DowntimeTV.com. Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games, enjoy Binge Buddies. Let's go Yankees.
Let's go Mets.
And we will see you on Monday.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.